Well, hey friends and neighbors, it's Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So it's a big day today. We got some piglets that we've got to wean off of their moms. We've got some piglets that are 7, 8, and 9 weeks old. So we're right in the middle. Perfect time to do those. We're going to catch them up, castrate those males, and get them off their moms. I want to remind everybody, when you're messing with these animals, this can be dangerous. You can get hurt. Saundra had a little bit of a near miss. Hang around for that. She's okay, but we had a little bit of a scare there with one of the big moms today. But anyway, hang out with us for a little bit and let's get some piglets moved, weaned off their moms. Hello, piggies. It's gonna be a job, ain't it? All right, so the idea is we've been feeding in the trailer now for a couple days. We're gonna feed up in the trailer right now and see if we can catch some of the piglets so that we can do a little bit of weaning on them, get some of these pigs off these moms, get the males castrated, wormed, and all that kind of stuff. But somebody's coming into heat. Oh well, that's a good sign because we need to rebreed these girls here pretty quick. So let's put a little feed up in the trailer. Sure sign of heat. Let's put a little feed up in the trailer and see what happens. They've made a mockery of my trailer. Look at all the mud. You mean to open the side door so you can get back out? You mean to open the side door so you can get back out?
No.
She's the one going? Yeah, she's going on Monday, isn't she?
Yeah.
We get another bucket of feed?
Well, what if we run the big ones out and just shut the door part of the way so only the little ones can get in?
Well, you think the little ones will go in there?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, you may be right there. First, Newman said he tried that the other day and they just pushed the door open.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna let it.
All right, let's get another bucket and pour a bucket out on the ground. What do you think?
On the ground? You okay? Are you okay? Yeah.
Well, that was a ride, wasn't it? I believe you about got 8 seconds out of that one.
Backwards even.
Backwards even. Are you okay? Really?
Yeah.
What'd you hurt?
My side.
Side a little bit. I ain't going.
All the way down the side there.
What did she come after you for?
She didn't. I was just in her way.
Yeah. And then she went through you.
Yeah, she went between my legs and that was it.
And you were saddled up, wasn't you?
Just one bucket and let's reset here and let's get it. I need to get my wits about me.
Get out.
We got 5. So you want to go get the little trailer and take these 5 down there? Or just open the door?
Let's open the door. Well, we got all but, we think there's 9 left. So we got the majority of them, and they're kind of wise to our game now. And piglets become a little bit more difficult to catch as the numbers dwindle, because they're not as tightly packed and they are watching you, and they've seen some of their buddies go away, so they get real skittish. But that ended up working out a little bit better than what I thought it was going to. The big problem we had was we parked the door part of the way open back here a while ago to try to get them to go in, try to get the piglets to go in and keep the mamas out. They messed with the door and they broke one of my rollers off the top. But anyway, it still works. Just not as good as it did. What'd you say?
Are you all right with the little?
I think we're fine. I mean, with just piglets, I think we're okay. We'll just go real slow, take our time.
Yeah, keep it in mind.
Yeah. And we'll go down here and park them in the shade, put some water in there, let everybody settle for a few minutes. And what we were doing is we were getting a group in, we were moving them up in front of the cut gate, and so the majority of them are, I don't know how well you can see, the majority of them are in the front right now, so all the weight's on the tongue. All right, are you okay? I think I caught it on camera. Boy, I hope I did. All right, let's get out of here. All right, I brought them down, and I'm gonna park them right here next to the bank. Shade's starting to come in, so they're gonna be in the shade. We're gonna open up that cut gate inside and put them some water in here, so they should be comfortable for a little while till we're ready to take them up to the weaning pen. It's gonna be a few minutes. I still got a little work to do. Got to get the water set up and that kind of thing, but it won't take too long. They're not happy, are they?
No, they don't.
Well, look at the pocket on that one right there. All right, gone. All right, so we're ready to start castrating, and everybody's going to get a worming shot. I think we're going to do worming shots, but all the boys are going to get castrated. So our neighbor, Christian, has come out, and we've hooked his truck to the trailer, the stock trailer, for stability. And then we have our little portable trailer for the piglets set up next to the stock trailer. And then we've got the buggy set up over here behind the stock trailer. And I think Christian's going to be inside handing piglets out to Saundra. Then she's going to hand them to me, and then I'm going to sit on them while she does the surgical procedure. Yeah. And then once they're done, then they'll go over in here, and then we'll take them up on the hill for them to go into that weaning pen. So fingers crossed. We're not doing shots. We're going to do the safeguard in the feed. Okay. All right, so that's the plan. Let's see how this goes. All right, so we're not going to show the actual procedure for castrating the piglets. And the reason we're not going to do that is YouTube their policies just don't allow it. And then we get folks that complain about that sort of thing, and we get videos demonetized, and it just becomes a mess. What I am going to do, we are going to record that, and we're going to do a separate video. I'm going to post a link in the description down below where you can go over and purchase access for that video. Access is going to be $9.99. You'll always have access to it, so you can go back and refer to it over and over and over again whenever you're ready to castrate piglets on your farm. We're also going to post it over on Patreon, so those folks that are supporting us on Patreon will have access to it. You can go over there and become a patron, and you'll have access to that. And we also have access to the dispatch of a chicken video over there. So if you'd like to see the actual procedure, we're going to show that again in finite detail. Saundra's going to show exactly how she does that, the cutting, the whole piece. Links is in the description down below for that video, or you can go over and join us on Patreon. Big boy?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, got it.
I need you to help me get his front leg.
You want me to help you get him over?
Help me get a front leg.
Oh, you want a front leg?
A front and a back.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. You got him?
Yeah.
So here's a good example. This is an umbilical hernia, and so what's happened is there's a weakness in the abdominal muscle, the abdominal wall muscle on this piglet, that has opened up, that has allowed. This is bowel, this is intestine that's come through that opening in that abdominal wall. Now I think we can still castrate this piglet because the scrotum doesn't appear to have any. We don't feel any bowel there, so I don't think there's an opening down in the scrotum. If this was a scrotal hernia or an inguinal hernia that was allowing bowel to go into the scrotum, then we probably would not castrate that piglet. And I think we've got one of those in here. But this piglet may or may not survive. We're going to go ahead and castrate him like we normally would, and
you can see his urethra right there.
Yeah, that's his urethra. It sure is. Right there's his urethra going up to his penis. So we'll go ahead and castrate this guy, and we'll just see how he does. All right. So this is one that we're unsure of. So this is the scrotum, and it's really enlarged here, and it feels really fluctuant, like it's fluid. It doesn't feel like there's any bowel in there. But it looks like maybe his testicle is ascended up to here. It's just hard to tell.
The other one is right there.
Yeah, and the other one is here. So the other testicle is easy to find. So the risk that you run here, if this is indeed a hernia, and you open this up, then you have exposed bowel, and that pig is absolutely going to die. So I think probably what we're going to end up doing here is we will probably I think we're just going to leave him alone, aren't we?
I think so,
I think
yeah.
we're just going to leave him alone. And then what we may do is, if we have somebody that's interested in a roaster pig for a picnic or an event or something like that, after this guy gets a little more size on him, then we would have him processed for that. But probably not a pig that we would let go to full size, and also not something that we're gonna try to castrate. Again, I'm just not comfortable with that. I'd rather let him get a little size on him and be able to use him for something than to, open this up, have an exposed bowel, and then have a dead piglet in a week or something. So we're just going to leave him alone.
Now we have had one with a pea pocket like this, and it actually extended way up into here, but then it got better.
Yeah.
You remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
He ended up being a brooder boar.
Yeah, he bred some pigs for us. Okay, we're just going to leave him. All right, here they are. That's the last of them out of the trailer. So we're going to get these guys up, let them join their litter mates in the training pen, and we'll stick a fork in this deal.
Girl? Yeah.
Let me have it. You need me to go? All right, we got everybody moved over that we've got caught. Like I said, there's still about 9 up there in the paddock, but they're already learning the wire. We've saw and heard some of them touch it, and they're turning around, staying in. So that's exactly what we want. Feed bowl, got the drinker set up. Need to pull the hose for that. That will take just a few minutes. But yeah, we got them in here. Now we did notch a couple of girls here that we may keep for breeding for later. Just looky there. They know about the wire. I got one in it over there, but they know about the wire. Is that thing? Yeah, it's on. Yeah, he didn't like it. And they can't get out, so they learn to stay inside that wire. All right. Mission accomplished here for the evening. All right, there they are. 34. Is that right? 34? 34 piglets weaned. We castrated 18 males. And I guess the burning question on everybody's mind now is, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't know what else to. I'm kind of bruised up, but you know.
So what, I mean, you hurt your back. I think that was, and then you got a bruise. Well, no, the bruise on your arm was from something else, wasn't it?
I caught the hook on the door, the back door of the trailer.
Yeah.
There one time, and then got a pretty good bruise on the side, right around my ribs on the left. So,
like I said in the intro, it really can't be understated, even with these pigs, that you know you need to be careful around them. I mean, that mama, what do you reckon she weighs? 800 pounds?
Easy.
Yeah, I mean that was probably an 800-pound pig, and you saw how quickly that thing got under Saundra, had her up, and was gone. Y'all traveled a good 10 or 15 yards.
Yeah. I was on her back, and all I could think of, man, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I mean, if it had been a rodeo, I think you'd have won the buckle for the day. But again, it can't be understated. Be careful around these animals. Know what you're doing. Know where they are. Have an escape route. Have a way to get away from them if they do get, you know, come at you. And be careful. You know, farming is kid friendly. But please be careful with your children around some of these bigger animals. It would not be impossible for even an adult to be hurt or even killed. We had a guy here in North Carolina a couple of weeks ago was attacked by a bull, and yep, he ended up in the hospital for 2 or 3 weeks.
And he ended up dying.
No, this guy lived.
Not the one I read about.
Okay. Well, apparently there's been a couple. There was one guy that he was attacked by a bull that he had been around for years, and got hurt pretty bad, and he just came home the other day, and then she said she heard of another one that got killed. So please, just whatever you do, be careful. Thanks to Christian, our neighbor. He came out and helped us.
He pulled us out of the fire.
Yeah, if it hadn't been for him today, we'd have got it done. It would have just took us twice as long. So we appreciate Christian coming out and helping us and being here and handing those piglets out of the trailer.
It's always nice to have young, strong backs.
Yes, it is. A few more to wean. We'll get those in a day or two. We got to get the trailer reset probably tomorrow, because we've got a couple of those bigger pigs that are going to the processor in 2 days.
Yeah, yep. One of them that took me for a ride is one of the ones going.
3 days, going in 3 days. So we got to get them out of here. But like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.